Marriage vows usually include in sickness and in health, but for high school sweethearts Thatcher and Shelby Skolout, they didn't expect to have those vows put to the test so soon.
On March 11th, Thatcher had gotten in an accident. He was building his smoker out of a propane tank, and he was cutting into it when it ignited. And he had done several of these before, but for whatever reason this time it blew up.
Because he was wearing safety gear, Thatcher had minor physical injuries, but he sustained serious brain trauma. He came to Madonna Rehabilitation Hospital's Specialized Disorders of Consciousness program with a goal of returning to being a husband and a dad.
Something like this can either make your family stronger or tear them apart, and luckily it has made us stronger. But just to see Thatcher, his determination and his fight, and his just sheer will to get better for his family, it's pretty amazing.
Thatcher started out in Madonna's specialty hospital, unable to walk, talk, or eat on his own. He had very little awareness of his surroundings and limited movement.
It's just, there's so much room for improvement that every little thing is a win. The first stuff we got to see was just him moving his one arm and doing some very clearly purposeful things, like he reached out one time and turned down the volume on his iPad, and that was one of the first times where we're like, he's really in there wanting to do stuff.
Even in a minimally conscious state, Thatcher's care team used specialized technology to get him closer to walking independently.
We like to get people that are in that Disorders of Consciousness program in the Locomat as quickly as possible. We found anecdotally here that if they're in that machine and feel the pattern of moving like they're walking, that it really helps trigger something in their brain to help wake them up a little faster.
With him every step of the way was his family, including his 1-year-old son, Jack.
It's been really cool to see them interact because he has always been such a really good dad. He's just not only involved, but like so intentional about how he interacts with him. And it's been really cool to see that even through a brain injury, he still is that, you know.
Over 4 months of hard work, Thatcher regained strength and rediscovered his voice.
The very first thing that happened when I walked into his room is he said hi to me, and I think that was maybe the first word he spoke since his accident. His parents started crying, Shelby started crying, I started crying, and I had just met him.
With his family attending every therapy session, Thatcher's care team was able to involve them directly.
What kind of pie did I bring you?
Instead of just saying random phrases or random words, I had him say much more personal phrases to Mom, Dad, Shelby.
Mom.
When he said, I love you, Mom, or good morning, Mom, or I love you, Shelby, the reaction he got from them was a huge motivator.
Just like in their marriage vows, Shelby says she's grateful she still has Thatcher to have and to hold in the good times and the bad.
When we got here, I didn't really know who he would be. Seeing him, have his personality and be himself, it's just reassuring that it's possible.